The US recently passed Saudi Arabia to become the world's largest producer of oil, to the tune of about 8.8 million barrels per day. Still, a lot of people are worried about our dependence on foreign oil. So how concerned should we really be? Let's look at production versus consumption. The US has always produced a lot of oil, but in the past few years, we've been going gangbusters, recently hitting 28-year highs. Historically, we've gotten our oil from traditional drilling, but nowadays, almost half of those 8.8 million daily barrels are so-called tight oil that we get from hydrofracking. There's been a lot of debate about that for environmental reasons, but it's big business for a lot of states. Overall, the majority of our oil comes from Texas, North Dakota, California, Alaska, and from offshore wells. And boy, do we use a lot of it. Last year, America went through almost 19 million barrels a day, which is where the foreign oil comes in. We only produce about half as much oil as we need, so we end up importing just as much as we produce, which is why some people are concerned about the Middle East and our dependence on foreign oil. But if you look at where our oil is actually coming from, you might see things differently. More than anywhere else, our oil comes from Canada, followed by Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Venezuela. So when we talk about foreign oil, we're not just talking about the Middle East. In fact, we're mostly talking about North and South America. But that's not to say don't worry about the rest of the world. The international petroleum market is interconnected, so a big change in one region can have big consequences everywhere else. So even though the US doesn't import much oil from Iraq these days, instability there still impacts the price and supply of oil here. Plus, oil is a non-renewable resource, so at some point this is all going to come to a head. It just may not happen here first. If you found this video informative, please subscribe, and remember, subscribing is the only way to make sure you see all of our videos.